I first got into contact with Katie when she messaged the Facebook page. She asked if she could collaborate with us, maybe make some films or posters to help advertise our events.
After I got into contact with the society, we shortly had a meeting after that. I went along to one of their weekly meetings on a Tuesday in the Babbage building at the university, and after the meeting we sort of discussed ideas, what they'd like me to make and what I was able to make for them. Also going to the meeting really benefited me in terms of actually learning more about the society, because I was able to observe their meetings and see how the committee interacts with the people that turn up to the meetings. After this, I started sending Kelsey over some designs that I'd done myself in terms of the new leaflet, and also sending over her production schedules so she would be able to see what I was doing. Although these designs were only drawn by hand, it sort of gave Kelsey an indication as to what I was thinking in my head for the designs and whether that was something that she was interested in for me to keep pursuing. I sent her over 3 different designs, and in the end she preferred the third one the most. This was sort of like a pop arty design that she thought would really intrigue students and bring them in to the society. Between the time of me making the original poster and having this realisation that I didn't want to make the video anymore, I actually did make a very short and low quality video for them for their Halloween week. They were doing a murder mystery evening and needed a little teaser trailer to put on social media before the actual event. And so we filmed it on a Monday night and I edited it, and they had it on Tuesday afternoon. When making this Halloween themed video, that's when I had my main realisation that I didn't want to create video anymore. After I edited the video for them, that's when I approached Kelsey and suggested that I switch the project to a poster campaign instead, because I have a lot greater skills in graphic design compared to video skills. Finally, Kelsey and myself decided that I would make the following posters for the society that they could post on social medias. I would make a poster advertising the society in general, a poster for their pizza making night, a poster for their board games evening, and a poster for their Christmas special evening, which was gingerbread house making. After officially deciding that I was going to make a poster campaign rather than a series of videos, that's when I started doing the bulk of my research. So I did campaign research, typography, composition, branding, and I also did an analysis of successful campaigns. All of this information just gave me a really good backing when putting the design into my posters, because I knew how to best arrange things, what fonts to use, what would create the strongest brand, and how to make it really successful. After doing all of my research, I then started making mood boards to just inspire me along the way when making my posters. This was just sort of to get a little bit of inspiration in terms of the design aspect of the posters. And it also helped me look at other successful campaigns. Once I had completed all of my research, I then started planning and doing some rough sketches of all of the posters that I was going to make for the society. When making the posters, I wanted to make sure that they were really unique and had a really individual feel to them. So what I did was I drew most of the aspects of the poster by hand onto a sketch pad, and then scanned these into Photoshop, and then went over them on Photoshop using different tools, and then turn them into something similar but on the basis of the idea that I had drawn myself. I thought this would just really give the poster a feel of the society, because it would be something that was homemade, which kind of ties in with the theme of baking. In terms of the project in general, I really enjoyed making the project. I wish I had kind of allowed myself more time to make the posters and realised that I wanted to use graphic design more towards the beginning of the project, because then I think I'd be able to make something a bit more interactive, perhaps using stop motion or animation. However, this is something that I can't change, but it has given me a lot of inspiration for my upcoming modules starting next semester.